Hi everyone, Ishani from ARGOS Labs here. Today I'm going to show you some very basic techniques that you would use when building a Windows app automation. As usual, before we start, make sure to check your monitor settings. We want 1920 by 1080 resolution and 100% size. Okay, now let's get started. So today I will use a very simple automation example. Let's say that you're assigned to do a task where you feed some input data to some kind of Windows app for processing. Happens all the time with Excel or Salesforce or just anything like that. So let's automate that. Okay, so first we're going to start our Scenario Studio. Here I'm going to click PC and it should start. So I'm just going to make it larger over here so we can view all of our options. Okay, so we're going to start making a new scenario by simply adding a new step. The way to do that is click this plus sign right here. And in this step, I will first open the file that contains the data and the app for processing. So we're going to need 2 of these execute process operations. And we're going to drag them right in here. Then in the first operation, we are going to open the app. I'm going to use Excel. The easiest way to get the path is to open it from a shortcut. So here I'm going to click on my Excel shortcut, click on Properties, and then copy this path. And we're going to paste it into here where it says Files Path. Make sure to delete the double quotations since they're not allowed with the Scenario Studio. Now we're going to do the same thing for our text file. Okay. Now that's my first step, so let's see if it runs okay. So to run it, we're going to click Run and Test Run. Okay, so as you can see, the Excel and the data file opened. Now we'll make the next step, that is to choose the data and copy it to the clipboard. This time to do this, I'm going to use AutoRec. So now you don't have to add a step, it's going to be done automatically. So we're going to go back to Scenario Studio, click on Tools, and click Record Auto Recording. And then over here, you're going to choose App and click Start. Now the Scenario Studio is running in the background, waiting for me to make a move. So first I'm going to click on this window, which is my input data file. I'm going to click Edit and click Select All. Then I'll click Edit again and click Copy. Okay, now we can stop the auto recording. So as you can see over here, these are all the movements that I made. Scenario Studio captured them with some technical details. Make sure to save this. Now those steps will appear over here as step 2. So basically, ARGOS Scenario is a sequence of actions and verifications. So what AutoRec just did was that it captured my actions and then created these verifications after each of the actions. And verifications are usually done by image matching. At this point, this scenario needs some adjustments for the robot to work well. Firstly, we're going to remove these last 2 operations because they're my actions to stop the auto recording, so they're unnecessary to our task right now. Okay, now we're going to look at these verifications and see if the Scenario Studio has selected a unique enough image for the robot to search. The trick here is to find an image that is consistent enough in color and shape and the location of its appearance. So as you can see here, this one is not very consistent because it has data which can change. So let's change that. So to change it, we're going to right click on this little square over here and click crop from screenshot. So for my verification image, I'm going to choose this help because it's always consistent and it will stay the same. So make sure it doesn't get below this line because that can contain data which won't be consistent. And then click OK. Okay, now I'm going to check my other verifications. Oh, this one's okay. So this one needs to be changed again. And then this one's okay. Okay, it looks like we're done with the adjustments. Now let's run it again. Before you run it, make sure to close your Excel and your data file. Okay, it ran well. Now the data it copied is stored in the clipboard. However, there's something that I didn't like very much, so let's correct it. As you may have noticed in the robot execution, the step 2 where I selected all the data and copied it to the clipboard finished before Excel even started. So that's not good because that means that whatever that I'm going to do next in Excel may get carried out before Excel is ready. So I'm going to tell the robot to wait until Excel has started completely. So here's how we do it. So we're going to go back to step 1 and we're going to add a delay between these two steps. So, okay. And then over here, you can add how long you want it to wait. So I'm going to do 5 seconds. This is in milliseconds, so I typed in 5,000. Okay, now let's try running it again. Okay, that's much better. As you can see that when the robot has the data stored in the clipboard, Excel is completely ready. Maybe 5 seconds is a little bit too long, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Now let's build the final step. Again, we're going to use the auto rec. So we'll go back to Tools, click Record Auto Recording, choose App, and click Start. Now the Scenario Studio is again waiting for my move. So we're going to click on Excel to bring the focus to this app. Then I'm going to click on the cell where I want to start pasting my data. So right here. Now we're going to stop the auto recording. Now again, we see our steps here and we're going to click Save. And we see it again here at step 3. So first let's take care of this garbage again and throw that away. And now let's check our verification image again. So as you can see, this is not very consistent. So we're going to change it. So I'm going to choose this little A because it's always consistent in Excel. You don't have to choose this, but you can. Now click OK. Now I will add the last operation. To paste the data from the clipboard, I would like to use the shortcut key Control V. So to add that, we're going to use this type keys operation and drag it here. And I'm going to type Control V in this box over here. And then make sure you click the plus sign after. Okay, I think the automation is ready for execution. Let's close the files and then run it. Okay, great. Looks like it ran really well. Okay, everyone, see you next time. Happy automation.